Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. It is randomizer day, as per we often do. Also, I will mention I'm going to be streaming Ruina when this video goes up, the usual, Mondays and Saturdays, so on and so forth. Also, I've made a Discord server now. The link will probably be in the description if I remember that. It's very much in work still, but it's something you can join. But enough of that, time to get into it. I think it's a 2-star only kind of day. We'll roll with that, otherwise standard settings. See how this goes. Okay. I mean, it's a lot of 2-stars. I don't know what else to say. It is funny to see just 3 VOVs just back-to-back, though. Super cool, though. We've got so many more VOVs. Also, Rodian having no egos except for base is funny. But yeah, some interesting 2-stars. Tremor and unlike number 4, so whenever we roll a 4, we can only use defensive skills. Simple enough. Well, give me a second to build the team, and then let's get into it, shall we? Alright, the team has been built, and the passive and the egos have been built to match. I almost said passive for some reason, and I don't know why. I guess passives were on the mind. Prescript, unlucky number 4, forgot to put it in the corner. I'll do that, in a second. Starting with Tremor gifts, so we got, just some standard stuff. Blood, Sweat, and Tears is nice, not for Tremor, but for just damage in general. And these two are pretty good for Tremor. We've got some Tremor on our team, simply because we've got LCCB Ishmael, which is pretty good, and Muller Sinclair, who isn't very good. And then, let's see. You. The wrong 7 association ID, whoops. And there we go. That is the team. Simple enough, we'll see how it goes. We've got to remember the pre-script. As per always, I'm bad at remembering the pre-script, so hopefully that doesn't go wrong. Well, no one's rolled a 4 for speed this turn, so we're fine on that front. I do suppose, but we've got the pre-script. Here it is. I'll put it in the corner so we can see it. Like, that size will probably be good enough. And just hopefully I'll remember for once. Okay, these guys are just defending this turn, so we'll just be able to whack you a bunch. It's nice using a bunch of 2-stars. I hate 2-stars. Okay, there you go. She won the clash. I'm fine with 2-stars. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of often for a lot of teams, it's just too easy to just resort to running all 3-stars for the optimal team, just because, well, logically enough, 2-stars usually are worse than 3-stars. I don't think that should come as any sort of surprise, of course. 2-stars are supposed to be worse. But they've got a lot of charm a lot of the times. I mean, 7 Ryoshu and Encore Heath have great examples of 2-costs that have, or 2-stars that have like a lot of charm. LCCB Ishmael, all 3 of them, pretty solid. And then, the other half of our team is pretty bad IDs. That's how it goes. Moore Sinclair isn't like an awful ID, he's just weird. And not very good even for Tremor teams. He's good for inflicting Tremor count, I guess, for the skill 1. But 4-coin skill 1, funny as it is very clearly not good. If they gave, like, Merso a 4-coin skill 1, then it would be goated. But, I mean, that's just because Regret is stupid and should not be treated as a baseline for stuff. But it probably is. That's just how it goes. Violence really is the best solution. So true. I love violence. Yeah, Quake rounds just get stupid amounts of Tremor on people. Yeah, that guy has 80 Tremor. And I guess here's the thing, even if we're not focusing on Tremor too much, we can get binds off to get the funny Tremor Fracture going. Which isn't a bad idea. I do like Tremor Fracture a lot. I feel like I heard something about it being kind of bugged right now, so it might not work, exactly as I'd hope it to. Which is unfortunate if so, but that's alright. If it happens, it happens. I completely forgot of the pre-script, by the way, so I probably should have been defending a fair bit there. Oh, well. I need to remember now. I just need to keep it. I need to engrave in my mind. Or I need to have less pre-scripts that are, like, super, like, requiring me to pay attention every turn, because they're the ones that obviously go wrong. Because I don't pay enough attention to mirror dungeons, right? It's so much instinct at this point. Because I've done like 500 something of them at this rate, without a doubt. Because, like, we're at, what is this episode, 372 of Daily Mirror Dungeon? That's a lot. And I also do, like, a fair bit, on my own time. So 500 is honestly a pretty low guess. Oh, they haven't been doing too many as of recently. I forgot to check for speed values once again. I probably messed up there. Oh well. I'll get into the groove. You know, first floor especially. Of course I'm not in the groove yet. I need time to get into the groove. Of course. We're killing these guys anyways, so, early fights are easy enough, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, okay, you guys are all gonna defend. That's fine. We have enough firepower to finish these guys off, I'm fairly certain. Yeah. Not really that much. I don't know why I sounded like it was like a maybe type thing when it was a very obviously, yeah, of course we are gonna be fine. But there we go. Victory. We get our event and our shop now. Good to see. Okay. We've got some Lust stuff on our team. This works out well. A little bit of Bloody Gadget for some damage up for our Lust people. And then shop. What do we want? Do we want to lean into Tremor more? I don't really know how much that would help us, of course, is the thing. And, I mean, the answer is very simple in the fact that it's not going to help us very much. We could try going into, like, Rupture. We've got some Rupture stuff because we do have LCC, B Ishmael, and 7 Ryoshu, but, like, not really a lot of Rupture. And our Tremor's probably the way to go. Or we could just take general use things and get, like, Swash, too, because Swash is really nice. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Steams saw enough slash weak boss. Luckily, you've got additional swashes now, so we're going to be able to do a lot of slashing. Not even confused with getting additional slashes, which would result in less slashing. Not that we can get additional slashes, because slashes, you know, your skill 1, but it is blunt. As we love to mention on every occasion. Why is Rhoda -10 Sandy? Oh, right, I remember. It's because she hasn't, like, done anything yet so far because she's so slow, and she lost Sandy because of My Form Empties. That would do it. Yeah, this guy's got 5 slash fragility next turn. At 1 HP, so, you know, it doesn't do anything, but it's a thought that counts. And I did check for the speed values that turn. We didn't have anyone at 4, so I know we're fine. Okay, you can't do anything. Luckily for us, you're unlikely to do anything either way. I guess you can get some Tremor off. Could help out. Get some Acubenders. You got a 4 slash damage up next turn. Could be nice. Could be nice. You're blocking. That's fine. And we get a little bit of killing. Suppress. Because it's an envy attack, it is inflicting a little bit of tremor. Thanks that the secondary effect of Nixie Divergence. We've got a decent bit of envy on this team. Not like insane, but like honestly, fairly good at envy, yeah. Fairly good might be an overstatement, but like I'm used to having like barely any, if any, envy on teams with tremor stuff, but like you three all do have envy to some degree, because you're skill 2, you're skill 3, you're skill 1. And then you 3 don't have it at all, but that's, I mean, it's still something. And I say that, like, Oofy Heathcliff doesn't exist, who does have Tremor and Envy attacks, but... You know, I'm still not very used to Oofy Heathcliff. I've used him, like, what, twice, 3 times so far? I don't know, I need to use him more. I need to run Tremor more. Tremor is fun. I especially want to do another Tremor run sometime soon, I'm sure. Because I want to try getting both Tremor types, like, working in the same, like, run. Fracture and Decay, because they definitely can work together. So you gotta use Fracture, stagger them, then Decay so they take more damage. I think it's a simple enough combo. It really makes me wonder how many different types of Tremor we're gonna be getting, and if it's gonna be, like, factional, right? Like, is everyone Newfie gonna be Tremor Decay? If, is Tremor Fracture gonna be, like, locked to, like, certain random egos here and there? I doubt it's gonna be locked to, you know, just specifically binds, because that wouldn't make any sense, but, like, what could it mean for it to be, you know, given to a random Vav ego? as far as what factions it could belong to. I don't know. A lot of questions. We don't really need anything. Tremor doesn't really need too much right now. It's solid enough. I do like the fact that they're kind of focusing on Tremor to get a lot of various, like, unique mechanics, right? Really just Tremor, you know, amplitude conversions, but that's like multiple mechanics in one, right? That's how I'm looking at it, at least. So that's a bit of a strange micromansion to Tremor, and I hope that continues. I just hope we get more types of amplitude conversions that don't necessarily compete with each other, right? That's the kind of cool thing about Decay and Fracture so far. The fact they can work together. Maybe, like, what about, like, an amplitude conversion that makes so whenever they gain Tremor, they just gain more Tremor, right? Something like that. Because then you can do that, then you can switch it to, you know, Fracture when you're about to stagger an enemy, and then you can switch it over to Decay when you want to really damage an enemy a bunch. Because that could be cool, right? We'll have to see. I don't know what color Tremor would mean more Tremor. Maybe that would be green Tremor or something. Because we got red Tremor and we got purple Tremor so far. Yellow Tremor is just normal Tremor. Also, it'd be cool to get like a type of amplitude conversion that had a downside, right? Because so far they're all just kind of like straight up buffs over base Tremor. But what if you got one that had a really strong effect but also like a negative effect? Like maybe like increases Tremor count, you know, gained, but also makes the person with that Tremor just roll higher, give them clash power. And maybe if someone had something like that, maybe they'd have self-Tremor. It actually means something, right? Actually, yes, self-Tremor amplitude conversion stuff could be really cool. Of course, it's depending on how they'd go about doing it, which, you know, you never know, but... Done well? Yes, sounds like a blast of, you know, potential, like, making self-Tremor actually cool again. I don't know what they can mean, though. I feel like that would be a good bit for a faction, though. Self-Tremor of a specific type of Tremor amplitude conversion. Maybe we'll see enemies with the Tremor and amplitude conversion stuff sooner or later, right? I don't know, it's very strange that I've just gone on, like, a huge, like, rant about amplitude conversion of all things. But it's because I really like it. I like Tremor. I've liked Tremor since the beginning, since it was really bad. And sure, that was partially just because it's really bad, but, like... I think it's cool. And you know, sometimes that's all you need. Being able to stagger enemies, which is a pretty, like, big part of the game in general, just stagger in general. Being able to stagger enemies fast so you can do additional damage to them. Yeah, it's fun. Okay, we can get the swash off on you. Okay, use some slash fragility next turn. Now that I really need to inflict slash fragility turn 1 of this fight. You'll draw another one sooner or later, though, I'm sure. Yeah, we can just one-side you a bunch, and that should be good. I'm not too concerned. Sure. You get staggered here. Not from that attack, but you will get staggered. Yeah, they're the Fierce Assault, the 4 coin. Let's go. I don't think we quite bring you to 1 yet, but that's fine. Kinda didn't want to, right? Yeah, this way we can just go for some more garbage skills, kinda get the weak stuff out of our deck so that we're ready for the next phase. None of this is a hard fight, so I didn't need to worry too much. And unfortunately, you have to defend, so you have to get rid of your skill 3. That's fine. We can live without it. Without the raw and firm retribution, but... You know, we'll always remember. Okay, nice. Suppress paralysis. Could be something. You're not going to win any clashes, but that's fine. We could do something like... Yeah, you can't really be staggered, so that's fine. This will work, I think. Oh, you guys got to defend. That's right. Well, you can try dodging that, I suppose. That might work. Blade Lineage, Otis, you know, dodge gaming. Potential is there. Okay, nice. That was a favorite, so good to see it work out. And you do have enough self-tremor count that you can actually do, like, the funny thing with your skill 3 now. Transfer it all to the enemy. Not that it's the most important thing to do, but it could work. Okay, you immediately got tails on your evade. That was great of you. I mean, it's played Lineage Otis. What else is there to expect? Fortunately, we can't clash win with that. That's alright. We can gamble, though. We can just attack you a bunch. No one's got force speed this turn, so we can go all out. And then, yeah, gamble, we transfer 10 tremor count to the target. Or is it all of our tremor count? Because I think, did we get rid of all 11? I don't know, I've never actually used Molar Sinclair correctly, I feel like, because it's annoying to get a self-tremor. Oh, ampules, that's right, we need to be careful. I've got K-Corpong Lou's support passive. That's fine there, but we need to make sure we never lean too heavily into it, otherwise we could just lose someone just at the drop of a hat. Which isn't very fun, believe it or not. Although it is funny. This'll work. Tremor. Oh. I'm fine. That's good. And you get your 5 fragility on the head next turn. You already had 3 of it that turn, so we made some decent usage of that. Okay, and we can probably just go all in on like the head or something next turn, right? Especially if it's taking a bunch more slash damage, and you should die. It's a little fast here, actually, so that's not the best, but that's fine. Yeah, we're really not winning a lot of clashes here, are we? I guess I shouldn't be shocked, but still. I'll roll with that. Upper slash wins, and it's gonna go really well because of the slash fragility on target. Nice. And then does the Fierce Assault finish the job off? It doesn't. Cool. I don't know why it would have. You know, it's Fierce Assault. But no, the Draw the Sword does it. Cool. We're gaming. Okay. This only triggers once, but it's something. We've got a fair bit of Gluttony too, so I'll roll with it. Like for Swash's Gluttony, for example, and you know, Molar Sinclair's skill 3 is Gluttony. It's kind of sad that though that's, you know, the standout things we have on our team, but it's the breaks. I'll sell some of these that don't matter too much to us, so I can go to the rest stop and potentially upgrade some of the things we have. Might work well, right? I think so. You know, I'm feeling like being funny. Let's get binds off. I know we can't, you're at 4 speed. Well then, we're not going to be funny. We'll be funny in another fight. Wanted to do it because I wanted... I mean, I guess if Otis was like the fast on the team or something, then it'd be a good time to do it. Because if we can do it, we can probably get the tremor up, like, pretty quickly, right? We don't have quite enough to get the tremor up immediately, like, yet. But if we can, because it needs to be, in case you don't remember, Tremor Fracture only properly triggers if when they get staggered, they have like a total of 20 Tremor when you add the count and potency together. Which we can potentially get off. Oh, you got staggered, cool. Molar Sinclair moment. I cannot remember the last time you used Molar Sinclair, so, I mean, it happens. I really just don't do a lot of factional. There used to be something I did, like, a lot. Just doing runs where, like, the entire bit would be I just used the one faction. And I feel like I've kind of fallen off doing that. And I think it's partially just because we're not as starved for content as we were back in, you know, like, the Season 2 days. In Season 2, like, you know, those months where nothing happened, like, at all. Of course, I had to do, like, whatever random team I could think of. But now, like, we're getting so much stuff, and there's always so much to do. So much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Okay, you got a block. I'm gonna swatch for you this turn. What's your speed range? Are you like, you're 3 to 7, I see. Is anyone here like, I don't think we, no, we don't have anyone super fast. It would be funny if on a run like this we had like a, like a 7 Otis or something, right? Someone who physically cannot roll forward speed, or I guess Molar Sinclair on the opposite side of the spectrum. Because Molar, or no, Mariachi Sinclair, I mean. Mariachi Sinclair because he's got a 2 to 3 speed, and then like 7 Otis is, you know, tied for fastest ID in the game with a 5 to 8 speed, alongside 7 Yisung and... Who's the other one? Is it a recent one? Is it one of the recent IDs that's really fast? It might be. I'm drawing a blank right now. You know what I mean. I don't even know if it is. There's another unit that's tied for fastest in the game. I don't think there's a very comprehensive place to check to see, like, oh, like, who's the fastest Limbus ID, who's got, like, the most HP, stuff like that. Would be cool if there was, but there isn't. That's fine, I might add them to my spreadsheet so I can see. That's the kind of thing I'd like to know. All I guess if I want to do HP, I kind of need to get everyone to max level to actually be able to check properly. Which would mean a lot of Luxcavation grinding, and I do not think I've got enough in Keflin to do that. I've got every idea baseline level 30, and that's really good enough for me a lot of the time. I'd like to level up ones that are like relevant to whatever like Mirror Dungeon 3 hard run I'm doing. Other than that, like, eh. Oh, I don't need to worry about getting to the 45 right now anyways. All that matters is level 40 still. So that's still my main goal. I guess my next main goal should be to get everyone to 35 and just kind of keep on working up, yeah. If I wanted to be smart about it. And, you know, smart, is something I am occasionally. Sure, we'll get this to ++. Oh, we actually got lucky, nice. 3 poison count all allies every turn is good. Especially for our, like, Blade Lineage Otis, because she is the only poise unit on our team, yet she's got about as good poise as anyone else on the team. That's what Blade Lineage Otis is. Okay, these guys all got staggered immediately. Once again, Ryoshu is unable to do anything. Really feels like you're the one rolling forward for speeds the most frequently. Oh, well, I guess you are the 4th center, so it makes sense. You're living up to your number. Cool. This fight always just throws me off so much. Like, why are we fighting just the pirates with the middle music? Because I know we did fight pirates like the fight before the middle, but I don't even think it plays the middle song for that. Because it's like the right before the Ricardo fight. You do fight like a thing of pirates first, but they're not politified pirates. They're normal pirates. And like this, there's also an LCCB guy here. Like, I don't know. I love the song, so I'm glad to hear it more. But it's a very strange song choice and background choice when you never fight these guys in this background with this song, not in the slightest. And yeah, look at that poise. Pretty solid, thanks to everything we've got going for us. Okay, looks good. You're on the winning side. You sure are. But look at this. She's actually getting crits. Cool. It helps that she doesn't have a lot of poise. She goes through her poise count basically not at all. Yeah, there you go. Cool. And that's a victory. I did take the less effective route by going for the rest stop. There's more fights here, but that's fine. So no one will cry. Could be a funny guy to Tremor Fracture up, honestly. Because we might be able to, we can probably pretty easily stagger ++ arm like turn 2 or something, right? Thanks to the Tremor Fracture. Sounds like it could be good. Let's see. You're weak to this, so you just straight up die. Cool. Flash Fragility wasn't even necessary. That was actually close. Luckily, the chances of that guy rolling 4 heads were fairly low, but he got 3 heads, so you know, they're never as low as you think they are. They're never 0, I think is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Put them to a nice slumber, you better believe it. Love putting these guys to their eternal slumber. Oh, that Fierce Assault. We love it. It got a bunch of crits, which is really funny. It's a very funny attack to get. It hits so many times and it's so little impact. You know, we love it. Winner's always the last one standing. And he's giving us an entire montage. Oh, we actually staggered ourselves with Moeller Sinclair. Wow. That's funny to see. I don't know if I've ever actually, like, staggered himself using his skill 3 before. That's cool. That's what he's supposed to do. I kind of wish it, you know, the self-stagger thing was at the end or something. But because it's supposed to be semi-positive, you deal damage equal to the amount you deal. Or you deal damage equal to the amount of stagger burst you burst yourself. That is what I'm trying to say and having so much trouble trying to say. Okay, it's fine. Clash the body. We'll try seeing if we can just get the right arm like nice and... We might stagger it immediately if we go all in on it. Which, honestly, that's kind of fine. We'll try this, I guess. Sure, we're not clashing much at all, but that's fine. Here's Assault to get that tremor count up a little bit. Only a little bit. Swatch to get that slash fragility next turn. Oh, we actually lose the suppress? Oh, no, we don't. We lost 1 coin to suppress, so you don't do too much damage with it. That's fine. We get the binds off to get the tremor into tremor fracture. How insipid. How insipid indeed. Yeah, hit this guy with your sword. Yeah, nice crit. And now you've got red tremor. Okay, we stagger plus the right arm. Don't think we'll be able to stagger plus it, unfortunately. Yeah. We kind of did too much damage first turn. We should have probably hit the body a little bit more. You're getting staggered here. Cool. You didn't get staggered. Okay. If we skill 3 with you, you will get staggered, though. And we could actually skill 3. I mean, it doesn't, you know, matter very much. But we could do it with a bit, right? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna win the clash for the bit. It'll be funny, I think. Yeah, you gotta block. We probably should have blocked last turn with someone, right? Just statistically speaking, and probably there was someone who's probably supposed to do it, yeah. Oh well. I remember the prescripts infrequently. That's what I do. Okay, we almost didn't even win with that, but we do stagger burst ourselves, right? Oh no, because we lost the first coin. Oh, I see. Okay, unfortunately, we got you below the stagger threshold there. That's alright. You lose the clash, it's okay. You got a lot of talismans. So, and you didn't get staggered, so you can be a good person to actually deal with that. Cool. Oh, who's got a lot? You've got a lot. No one else has a lot. I guess you're the person who's got the next closest amount. Alright, we'll try that then, I guess. We'll let you get hit. Everyone else is going to go for the right arm. Sounds good. Nice. Get your talismans inflicted. Get your talismans inflicted. You're going to get staggered, but you're also LCCB Rodion, so that's fine. It's what you do. You get beaten to a pulp. You still have 40 HP. That's more than enough. You'll cling on to life. Whether we want you to or not. Okay, we'll gather talismans and return them. Looks good. Give Sinclair haste this turn. Riveting. Really funny because we've gotten... Yeah, we got plus coin drop on the arm, don't we? You're really not going to be rolling anything this turn. That's funny. Can we beat it with Fierce Assault? We can actually I gotta try it at least, right? I think so. I gotta. It's a crucial for the bit moment, right? Like, okay. Bad news, guys. Okay, it didn't work. I mean, I kind of should have expected it to not work, but, like, I saw that there was a potential chance of it working, and so I felt like I had to go for it. Because obviously it's an awful skill and you're not supposed to clash with it, like, at all. But, like, what if I, like, just ignored all that and clashed with it anyways? Just not I'd win it. Nice. Right arm's broken. You're gonna block this, never mind, because blocks are stupid. Shh. That'll do good damage. Suppress will do good damage. Swash will do good damage. Do that there, and that'll work. Well, I forgot to check speed values again. I think someone probably had Fource speed. That's fine. I'll remember the gimmick on occasion. I keep on saying that, and I keep on not remember the gimmick, so you know. My word means nothing to you at this point. Shh. Yeah, but you've got 5 slash rigidity, so, you know, you're going to take a lot of damage from the swash. Nice. 5 fragility into 5 slash rigidity next turn, so that's funny. I noticed that Sandy was doing rough because of, the bind's sanity drain, but she's pulled through. You die? Yeah. She sure does. Okay, cool. That's fine, we'd only need 5 people. And we should be able to pretty easily actually kill you this turn. I forgot to check speed values again, though. So maybe we weren't actually supposed to probably kill it. Once again, this run's a bit of a flop, isn't it? It happens. Okay. Tremor. Nice. I'll take the Bell of Truth. Inflicting fragility with Tremor is always a fun effect. And we can do something like Top Path, and that'll work. Boss is Bull. That's an interesting one, that's for sure. Do we feel like replacing you with someone? I might just for the bit. Yeah. I'm feeling it. Usually I just roll with only 5 people now, but I'll throw in Dawn because I want to focus on the Tremor bit, because, you know, I like Tremor. Tremor funny. That's what I need sometimes. No one had 4 speed that turn, so that's good to see. And it's also good to see that I checked for once. Yippee, I'm getting better. Nice. Winning all of our clashes, that's good. Dawn needs to get her sanity up a little bit, and she's managing that, so that's cool. Everyone's fine on speed once again. Cool. Like, if the game's gonna give it to me, then of course I'm gonna just roll with it. Why wouldn't I? Also, I gotta remember that I'm gonna want to upgrade plus the bell to make it, you know, 2 Tremor this turn and next turn, because it's a really good upgrade. So I should save like 400 cost or so just to make sure I can upgrade it. It's a little more than I actually need necessarily, but just a mental note I'm saying out loud, because here's the thing, I'm not going to remember it. Oh, we got the ampules there on Sinclair. That's fine. As long as we just don't get the ampules again. It was very strategic of me to kill off LCCB Rodion to get like a significantly better unit for the team. I like Encrypton. I think Encrypton's one of those units that I don't think is very... Is she widely considered good? I don't know. I like her a lot. I always use her on Tremor teams because, you know, skill 2 Tremor burst is pretty solid. Pushing Karen's also pretty solid for Tremor, honestly. The corrosion can get a lot of bursts off. Especially good if you have, like, you know, like Melty Eye. Something that benefits from getting a lot of bursts. Which, of course, isn't always going to happen. But when it does happen, it's cool. Okay, everyone's good on speed this turn. Nice. So we can just go for a lot of strong attacks. We've got a lot of skill 3s this turn. Yeah, we got 4 skill 3s and then 2 skill 2s. Just to really kill these guys as much as we can. That was close, but we win these anyways. You resist blunt, but you won't resist the third coin because you're staggered, so that's nice. You resist blunt, but you probably also won't resist the third coin because you'll get staggered. Never mind. You will resist everything, but you still do get staggered, so that's something. And then self-stagger? Yeah, nice. So funny. Especially if he, like, just never healed up his... If we can never heal up his HP, he'll always be one away from staggering. Which means we can just consistently keep on, like, staggering him every fight. We can stagger lock Sinclair, theoretically. If we had infinite skill 3s, though, which, you know, can't happen. You can get... I guess, I mean, you technically can't you? Because there's 4 shops and you're down to 3 hard. You'd have to get fairly lucky to actually get, you know, Sinclair in every shop, even if you reroll a bunch and only for him. But, like, you could theoretically get 5 of his skill 3s in his skill set, and then at that rate, it's guaranteed to happen, because you always have at least 2 skills. Actually, no, that's not how it works, is it? Sooner or later, you will get a skill 1, or skill 2, whatever you didn't change, because you can get, you know, multiple. Once you've gone through the entire deck, you can still get them. But you'll have so many skill 3s at that rate that you'll probably be able to, you know, manage them well enough. Just make sure to do, like, a skill 1 turn every couple of turns just to, you know, dispose of them all. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this rate. I apologize. I'm recording this at midnight, by the way. It's the night before, so, whoopsies. Alright, Spider Marriage. We're definitely seeing these guys in, you know, the Masquerade Railway. Makes sense. It kind of fits Canto 6 in general, so I was expecting to see Spider Marriage sooner or later. Especially after, you know, the Canto didn't have it, which makes sense because it kind of is a little too obvious, it feels like. But yeah, showing up in the Railway should be a good middle ground. Okay, everyone's been doing decent on speed so far. Maybe choosing, you know, 4 for the speed value was a little too low. Maybe 5 would be a good, like, speed value. What's the most common speed value? It's gotta be 5 or 6, right? Like, definitely. Because there's, like, definitely not 1, definitely not 2, definitely not, like... I think, like, 1 and 2, 7 or higher, those are off limits. Somewhere from, like, 3 to 6 is super common. I don't know what's the most common, though. You could probably do some math to figure that out. But I think that makes sense. Like, think 3 to 6, like, there's quite a few. 3 to 6 is kind of like a pretty... 2 to 6, I feel like 2 to 7, 3 to 6. That's, like, kind of pretty standard speed values, right? Somewhere within that range. So 3 being a minimum is pretty common. Also, just minor thing, but I actually really like that most units can't naturally roll 1s. Because it makes bind so much more impactful, at least on a theoretical level. It's not that as much impactful right now. We don't have enough bind support, you know, to make it good. But it means that, like, no matter what, if you get bind, if you end up bind on your enemy, you can guarantee outspeed them, even without needing hasten yourself, right? Because no matter what unless you've got bind from some random source, you'll always roll higher than a 1. I don't know, and also a lot of, like, bosses and stuff will only roll 1, so they can actually be, like, clash and stuff. Stuff that's, like, guaranteed to be last, right? Quite a few boss attacks that are like that, where, like, no matter what, they're supposed to be the final attack, so they just set their speed to 1 for the turn, so you've got time to hit them and stuff. Especially for the Canto 6 boss, you know, the one phase where, you know, soloing is really rough because you kind of need to kill him in 1 turn, otherwise you die instantly. Stuff like that, right? Well, onto the shop. Dawn can get another skill 2. We'll take Reverberation and then we just press on, I think. Because I want to upgrade Bellatruth to ++. Yeah, and I've still got some stuff left over, so I can get Nixie Divergence up. And get Blood and Sweat Tears up. Cool. Onto the bull. See what we can do against this bully fellow. This is probably the fight where we're gonna get, like, only 4s for speed, isn't it? That's fine if so. You're at 4, so we can't actually inflict any tremor this turn, that's alright. Retribution should be pretty good damage. Swash, pretty good. Mechanical Judgment, pretty good. Probably have you, Ego. You're on Tremor Click duty, yeah. Impending day that, yeah, that might not work actually, so we should 9-2 it instead. Which actually is a worse roll, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll impending day with you, and maybe you won't die a horrible death. I like those odds. What? Oh, I redirected with the evade. Oh no. Otis is not in for a good time. I think I accidentally redirected with the evade. I thought the evade couldn't redirect, but I guess it was originally going for Otis so she could redirect despite having the same speed. That's not good. I think Otis gets staggered horribly, which means we can't get Tremor Fracture for a couple more turns. Unfortunate. Well, we at least get some slash for the next turn. Not that you really want to slash his boss much at all, but we've got the option. That's something. A tremor count with that? Yeah. At least you dodged one hit. Oh, you didn't actually get staggered. Okay. I expected that to do a lot more. I think I'm still, like... I think I still kind of, like, instinctively think of, like... I think of, like, Mutant 3 hard days, right? Or Mutant 2 hard days when this thing was, like, awful and would kill you and you'd die and you'd hate it. Well, you're lying because of the paralysis, which is a little unfortunate. How does this roll? 15 plus 5. Okay. We'll make sure we ego both those decently enough. Actually, upper slash looks like it's good enough anyways. Okay, we'll roll with that. And then, you know, we're gonna ego both of those because, scary. Good binds with you if we wanted to. Trigger Churn Burst? Yeah, why not? We'll do that there then instead, maybe. And then we can upper slash you. We gotta figure out what to do against you then. Probably snag our boon? Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of Tram Bursts off here. No one's at 4 speed. Because this way we'll stack a lot of, by spamming Tram Bursts, we'll manage to stack a lot of Fragile this turn and next turn. Which we want to do. So we can do a lot of damage, right? Yeah, like there's 2 Fragile. Here's 2 more Fragile. And, you know, a constant sanity drain for Heathcliff. Actually, I don't know. If you use binds 2 turns in a row, does it stack the sanity drain? I assume so. Which, if so, could be really funny to corrode super quickly. Which, you know, isn't a good thing, but it'd be funny, right? The good thing about these are Tremor Bursts that don't reduce Tremor count, kind of an oddity these days. But it's very nice. This means we can spam it without having to worry about Tremor count. Not that we'd have to worry about it anyways, because you've got enough Tremor count with the reprise set. You're very close to being staggered. It would be funny. Back when Kanto 4 first released, I was running a Tremor team, you know, for the first part because we had just gotten the Road Spanner IDs. So when I first fought the bull, it was such a pushover because I just tremored and staggered him immediately. And I think you seem very staggerable in these situations. Okay, you're gonna have to block, but otherwise we can do a little bit of these. I'll body sack with you because it'll be funny, won't it? Yeah, because you've got the... For the King of Binds. That's cool. I'll corrode binds for you so it's turn bursts a bunch of times. You don't have any tremor. You don't have Wishing Cairn, unfortunately, but enactment will do good enough, right? Yeah. We'll try that. You can get hit. This is probably a bad idea, but I like it. Harpoon Tremor Bursts. You're already at 10 fragile this turn after this, so you're taking double damage effectively. Good stuff. And so you should stagger pretty closely, and you'll stagger plus because you've got enough Tremor to obviously trigger the Tremor Fracture. And yeah, binds. We got head, so it's only 2 bursts. That's okay, I figured as much. Yeah, there's the stagger plus. Cool. And then body sack is going to do a lot of damage because it'll hit like 3 times effectively. Because it's busted right now, so it'll hit 3 times and it'll factor in resistances again, right? No, okay. Oh, that was the thing. I don't know. Okay, now we'll corrode this with you. And it'll be really funny because we'll probably die. Like a horrible, horrible death. And it'll be funny. Yeah, I don't know. You do actually have another stagger threshold that we could pretty potentially reach. Especially with, you know, the binds gaming, because this is a 3-time tremor burst. And it's a 3 times, like, 150% tremor burst, because it gets the 50% boost to tremor burst to the stagger change from tremor, right? Yeah, that was a 600 tremor burst. Okay, that was actually a little bit too much. Now that that trigger threshold is gone. Forever gone. That was cool, though. If a little bit unfortunate. Alright. You guys are gonna block this turn. Okay, you guys can just block the strong attacks. I might die or something, that's fine. I believe in you. We'll get the swatch, get the slash fragility again. Next turn you will show your face, because we have enough sorrow on you. Yeah, this is gonna do a little bit of damage, but that's okay. It's gonna be a lot of tremor bursts on our own people who don't have too much tremor on them, luckily. So, like, that part won't matter too much, but, it still is, you know, very funny. Yeah, he's been brutally murdered. Cool. Oh, he's alive. I genuinely thought he died. I don't know why. Huh. Okay, and you guys are going for some strong attacks. Okay, let's corrode binds again. That'll probably just stagger you, right? I'll assume so. This'll work. Do a little bit of gambling. You love gambling. And then the corroded binds one last time. Spend a bunch of sanity. We got tails, so it's a 3 times, so it's gonna be another stupid. I guess it won't be stupid because the actual head doesn't have a lot of tremor, does it, huh? I kind of forgot that's kind of an important part of the process. Well, that's fine. It'll still do good, I think. They're still close enough to death, right? Yeah, that Dawn can finish the job. And we did Stagger Plus that anyways. So it did enough. Cool. That was a giant mess of a fight. Kind of giant mess of a run anyways. Focusing on Tremor so much with the team not great for Tremor to the point where we just spammed Otis Binds, which is one of my new favorite egos just because Tremor Fracture is so fun. It's just more damage, right? Like, it's just more damage when you Tremor well. And, you know, triple Tremor Burst on the Corrosion is nice. It's like what Wishing Karen was trying to do, but actually good. Right? Let me get some more boxes. Take a look at our numbers. 775. Pretty cool. And now we do our daily extractions. See if we get some shards. Could definitely use some shards. I threaded most of the shards because despite me saying I'm not going to thread spin the egos too soon because I need to restrain myself a little bit, I did not restrain myself, and most of my egos are thread spin 4 once again. There's only like 6 I'm missing right now, I think. But, you know, it's getting close. I think, no, there might be 5. Yeah, you can see specifically, I still have shards for the people that, I still need to update the egos of. It's actually good. Those, you know, Sinclair shards mean it, so I could, upgrade his lantern now. I think I'm short on thread, but yeah. Missing Sinclair Lantern. Missing Red Eyes Open. No, wrong person. Missing Effervescent Corrosion. And missing Yasun Yada and Holiday on you. So yeah, pretty close to getting everything done. Otherwise, you know, we've gotten everything uptied. Or thread spinned. I correct myself despite it never mattering, which, you know, my bad. But yeah, God, I love this ego. Anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!